Hi Gabrielė.
Hello.
Today is your last day of your 10 months placement with us at the British Council Lithuania. You are Lithuanian and study in the University of Bath in the UK. How come you chose the British Council for your internship?
Well, I guess I was looking at placements in Lithuania and I came across British Council, and when I looked into it more, I realized that what you do is really great, and I thought that the possibility of bringing my knowledge, everything that I've learned in the UK, to Lithuania would be a very great thing to do, really.
And what did you know about the British Council before?
Well, of course, as I study in the UK, I had to take the IELTS exam, so I definitely knew that the British Council administrates it. But I wouldn't say that I knew much, and that's probably a pity. But I learned a lot, of course, when I came here.
So could you sum up what your job involved?
I worked with projects, so mainly it was organizing events, helping out at events. Also, I was nominated as the social media champion, which was also great. It was quite a bit more responsibility, which is always good. And I guess a lot of very different work, I would say. People at the British Council, and especially in such a small office, have to do everything by themselves. It's not just that you do research or that you organize or that you work with the finances. Everyone does everything, and for me it was ideal because I love diversity in the workplace.
So it sounds like you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, which part of your job was most satisfying for you, and what was most challenging?
I think the most satisfying part would be working in a team, and as the office is small, it's 7 people, usually. Not when we have interns, of course. I think teamwork was the most satisfying part of the job for me, because you get really close in a small office, and I think it's the main strength of the small office, I would say. And of course, the responsibility is always a pleasure. It's wonderful that offices really trust their interns. I think it's really great, and I really enjoyed that.
Anything that was challenging or more difficult?
Yeah, yes, I guess the biggest project, the biggest event that I had to be a part of, and that I was probably most responsible for, was organizing the partners meeting for Language Rich Europe here in Vilnius. And yeah, the scale was massive. There were so many people coming from so many countries, and there was so much to deal with. And of course, on the day when everyone had to come, we had the massive snowfall, and lots of flights got cancelled, rescheduled. So yeah, there were a lot of things to deal with. So I would say that was the most challenging.
You mean the logistics?
Yeah, the logistics of the whole event.
So it's been 10 months. From your experience now, what do you suggest the British Council could do differently?
I would probably give even more responsibility to the interns. Let them really show their talents as much as possible. Probably I would cancel the marketing freeze.
For the global British Council.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that would be probably it, just out of the top of my head.
And in terms of activity, I mean, for external contacts, is there anything that you think would be more beneficial to the audiences?
I think more public events would do a great job for people actually recognizing the British Council brand a lot more. Especially in Lithuania, I think right now the focus is more on the projects that are usually closed to the general public, or like they can't directly participate in it. They can of course know and learn about it. But yeah, I would say that more public events would definitely have a great impact on the general audience.
The last question I think that I have is, would you recommend the British Council as an employer to your friends and acquaintances?
Yeah, definitely. This whole journey was so great to me. I think I've learned so much, and I really hope that I could contribute as much as I can to the whole process. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's a great experience. You learn so much, you try out so many different things, you meet so many new people. It's really 100% beneficial if you are an intern, if you are an event participant, if you are a project participant. I think the work that British Council does is really, really great.
Thank you very much for this interview, and on behalf of the British Council staff in Lithuania, I would like to thank you for the whole contribution that you made to our work here. You've been a diligent, hard worker and also a great team member, and you yourself said that you enjoyed working in the team, so the team will miss